Life and success in it. What is it? So, I think that success is just relative winning in competition, because we're all in competition with each other. But success is just relative winning in comparison to, I don't know, the people around you, people you know, and then these days, because it's a big connected world, social media and the world in general, because now that we got that, we're all kind of in the same boat together. So yeah, success is basically just how you're doing compared to everybody else around you. And where you rank in that comparison is basically how successful you are. So yeah, it's a big competition. Fun, right? In the past, when I would experience pain, failure, suffering, usually as a result of a romantic breakup or something like that, sometimes, it was a work or just being down, the winter blues, whatever it was, being bored, having no goals, whatever got me down at the moment, that was always a catalyst. And pain usually is. Like, we are inherently lazy as people. Like, our main thing is to conserve calories, do as little as possible to survive. Anything that's more than the bare minimum is, always a constant struggle against that inner laziness that's inside all of us. So usually it takes pain, failure, heartbreak to bring it out and to make us really push. So back in the day, when I would hit that point, I would put a lot of effort into, first of all, music. I'm not going to say this was a waste of time, but at the end of the day, writing a lot of songs that I thought were good, that maybe nobody else has ever heard, perfecting those songs, practicing a lot, working on my scales, learning new songs, learning new instruments, all these things, where did it really get me? I'm good at guitar, I guess, but unless I'm on stage for some reason, or we're having a guitar competition for some reason, I mean, in the world of the competition of life, it really didn't do much for me. But that's okay. I'm not going to say it was a waste of time, because I could have just played video games, which would have been a real waste of time. So it could have been worse. At least I put my time and effort into something that was, maybe developed my brain a little bit. Now I put my time, effort, energy into making money. So I try to get as many hours as I can, try to work as long as I can, drive as long as I can. I prioritize that. Until I run completely out of energy, I'm going to make as much money as I can and take as many opportunities to make more as I can. And I think this is never going to be a waste of time. Like, money is one resource that can be used for so many different things, and it's never not going to be important. It's never not going to be valued unless something crazy happens. But at the end of the day, I would say that my time and effort is well spent on this endeavor. Another thing I used to put my time and energy into, especially after a heartbreak, was I would go full force into trying to date more people. And especially after a breakup, like, that never got me anywhere. Definitely, I guess I met some cool chicks, we had some fun times, and I got some memories that I will cherish. But at the end of the day, like, the amount of time and energy and effort I expended into dating, like, and where it got me, like, come on, like, if anything, it used up like way too much of my time and resources and energy that I could have spent a lot more wisely. But especially on, you know, short-term relationships and things like that, like, not time well spent. Like, that was dumb. But hey, I was young. It happens to the best of us. Once again, I could have been just sitting at home playing video games, which would have been way worse. At least, you know, I got practice talking to people and socializing, and like I said, you know, fun memories. So yeah, once again, not the best use of my time that I put energy into. But now, what I do is I put time and energy, if I have it, after work, into being in shape. Like a lot of karate and a lot of working out, a little bit of running still. I've always worked out a little bit, jogged and took my dogs jogging and did push-ups and things like that, but I'm a lot more focused about it now. Like, karate's a big deal, you know, I'm trying to get my black belt. And I go to the gym basically every day that I can, even if it's not for a super long period of time. Especially as I'm getting older, that's going to be really important. So, and I'd say that this is definitely a good use of my time. Like, being in shape is so valuable and gives you such an advantage, like, compared to most Americans. Like, we're a super out of shape society, and being in great shape, like, it puts you way ahead of the competition. I mean, no matter what you're competing for, like, it just gives you a leg up. Whereas if I'm better at guitar than somebody, like, who's gonna know that? Unless you, like, bust out guitars and I challenge you to a guitar duel, and that never happens. So something obvious like being in good shape, like, that just gives you an advantage in life. It's great, and I will never say that it's not time well spent. So yeah, just anybody listening to this, I know it's been a long video, but just be careful about what you're putting your energy into. Make sure it's something that's going to serve you and going to serve you long term, you know. Don't just be wasting your time, because it's all we got. Like, it's our most valuable resource that we have is our time, and spend it wisely. Get out there and win.